There's no better place to enjoy the once-in-a-lifetime solar eclipse than at the center of it all, Fairfield, Illinois. Join us for a fun-filled weekend leading up to the eclipse on April 8th, and it starts Friday, April 5th at 6 p.m. with live music at the Wayne County Fairgrounds featuring country sensation Little Texas. Opening act will be Bo Tatum and the Dirt Devils. Ticket information available at SolarEclipseFairfield2024.com.
Good morning. It's a beautiful day in Fairfield. Our bi-weekly podcast heard every Tuesday and Friday morning at 8:30. I'm Mark Turner. Claire Vaughn is over there, and Stephen Potts has joined us this morning. Good morning. Glad to have you.
It's good to be here.
Glad to have you. You said the way you phrased the podcast. I was waiting for you to say like the podcast heard around the world or something like that.
Oh. I'm sorry.
No.
We need a little news sounder.
Well, when we
like 2020, you know.
Yes, I know.
Coming to you from the palatial studios on Main Street in Fairfield,
palatial.
Illinois. Yeah.
What is that word? I just think of palate.
Well,
Like,
I saw it on TV last night. So
Okay.
that's my big word of the day,
Right.
palatial.
everyone, round of applause for Mark. He knows a big word.
I try to learn one every day.
We were at
Usually they're not that big.
Yeah. We were at the First Christian Church last night. There was a presentation from Michelle Nichols from the Adler Planetarium up in Chicago, and she was on her way down to Carbondale. She's going to watch the solar eclipse down in Carbondale. It's actually a very great presentation. If you haven't watched it, and viewers, if you haven't watched it, go. It's actually on RJ on the Air. You can rewatch it, but
I was sitting there last night waiting for it to start.
Yeah.
Okay. And
I didn't get it going until 6:01 or 6:02.
Tina's phone dinged.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And I'm sitting there, I'm looking at Mule Nation.
Oh, yeah.
Where's it at? I can't find it.
I know. Libby said, she's like, are you going to do it on Mule Nation? I was like, I think I'll do it on RJ on the Air just because we're trying to, grow the channel.
Sure.
And Mule Nation hasn't had a problem getting subscribers. So, like, we'll do it on RJ on the Air and try to grow it. But so we're sitting there and I'm like trying to do the title and all that. And I was like, Libby, how do you spell planetarium? I'm too busy and stressed right now. And then I look up and there's a big slide, I'm like, oh, okay.
Planetarium.
I was doing Terium TE.
Oh, there you go.
Planetarium instead of
okay.
Terium, right?
Okay.
Planetarium.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it'd be an A.
Yeah.
But anyways, I had to double check. Those E's and A's get a little funky. And God bless kindergarten teachers and first grade teachers, the ones that have to try to explain that stuff to
doubt.
kids. Like Felix will ask me, well, Maddox, so his name is Maddox, and we spell it Mattox. And he's like, why is it an O and not an E? Because it's Maddox or an I. And I was like, I don't know. That's how we spelled it. Like, I don't know. So, anyways, that was just a little bit off topic, but I wanted to talk about how dumb I am. And I was an 8th grade spelling bee champion from Nettle Middle School in Robinson, Illinois, so my family gives me a hard time about that all the time. How did you win? I got the easy words.
I competed in a spelling bee one time, and I lost.
Yeah.
Badly.
Yeah.
The word I lost on was supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Baloney.
No, I'm serious.
So
that
you
was
did
the word.
No way. In Kentucky?
In Kentucky. Well, it was
one in Kentucky knew how to spell.
It was a DOD school.
What's that mean?
Department of Defense school.
Okay.
There's only 2 Department of Defense high schools in the U.S., and I went to one of them.
Really?
Yeah.
So what makes it a Department of Defense school? Like, what does that mean?
Because it's on a military base.
Oh, so there's only 2 actual schools on military bases.
Well, high schools.
Okay. Yeah.
On military bases.
Really?
Fort Knox and Fort Campbell, both in Kentucky.
I was going to say.
Of all places.
Kentucky/Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't Fort Campbell run over to Clarksville, Tennessee? Shout out to my Clarksville viewers. We do have people from Clarksville that watch us, so. Okay, back to Stephen.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here. We only have him for 30 minutes today, so we're just going to drill you with questions for the first 30 minutes. But first of all,
we need a bright light.
I know. Well, we had one on him. It was washing out his winter skin.
Talk, Stephen. Talk. We know you did it. Talk.
Right. Oh my gosh, and it's hot in this room, so between the light and the heat, we'd be really interrogating. But I just thought maybe first introduce yourself and kind of tell your background and your whatever you want to share, and then we'll get into the nitty gritty.
Well, like you guys have mentioned, my name's Stephen Potts, born and raised in Fairfield. Went to high school here, graduated in 2005
Whoop,
with my co-host.
Yeah.
So that was a good time. Played sports, super active in high school. Had a lot of fun there.
Yes.
After high school, went to college, spent 1 year at USI, kind of not knowing what I wanted to do, kind of had an idea. It was one of those, USI was a backup plan, had an unfortunate, I broke my ankle in high school. I thought I was going to wrestle somewhere, but that didn't pan out. But that was a defining moment in my life, and I'll kind of come back to that. After 1 year at USI, transferred to SIU Edwardsville, got my bachelor's in biology, almost had a bachelor's in chemistry, was about 2 credit hours away, but didn't want to pursue that. After that, got into pharmacy school, graduated pharmacy school 2013, spent a few years at Deaconess in Evansville, and then kind of with both my wife and I, Tiffany, maiden name Sons, her being from Fairfield too, also graduating 2005, we felt the pull to come back to Fairfield, move our family back. By that time, we'd had 4 kids, four awesome boys, that a lot of them take after me. So they're, anyone that knows me or knew me as a child was full of energy.
I was going to say, they're energetic boys.
Yeah, absolutely. But moved back here, worked with my dad who, owned and operated the medicine shop for over 30 years. And I came to work with him at Ed's Medi Center Pharmacy. Unfortunate events, that store closed. But after that, I decided that Fairfield needed another independent pharmacy back here, and my wife and I knew that God had put it on directly in our laps to do that. Mm-hmm. And here we are. We're almost 2 years into it, and that's that. Going back to the defining moment, when I broke my ankle and didn't wrestle in college, I thought, oh crap, what am I going to do here? Where am I going from here? Had I not broke my ankle, I know I would have wrestled in college. I'd have moved away and I would have never came back. Mm-hmm. Had that happened, my wife and I would probably not be together now. I probably wouldn't be a pharmacist, wouldn't be living in Fairfield, wouldn't have 4 awesome boys. Mm-hmm. So, that bad break at the time was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Yes.
Because it significantly impacted the path of my life.
Yes.
And so it's, kind of goes back to God has big plans for everyone, no matter what. And a lot of times we don't know what it is at the time, and we don't have even the slightest clue. If you'd asked me my senior year in high school what I was doing,
right.
I'm pretty sure in the yearbook I said I wanted to either wrestle in college and be a math teacher. Now, I still love math. Shout out to Linda Monge.
Yeah, giving you a love for math.
She goes down in the record books as my top 5 instructors that I ever had in my entire life.
Through college and everything. Yeah, she's amazing.
So, my life is just a testament of, you might think you have stuff figured out, but, you just got to hold on and see what's in store for you.
I think that's such a good, point to make, because sometimes in my life even, I'm like, I feel like I didn't even make that choice. I moved to Colorado. I ended up back here. But a lot of it wasn't made with, these, sit down, figure it out. What am I going to do? You know what I mean? Sometimes I felt like I was just kind of led to go, and it just happened. And here I am. And now I'm at this point in my life where I feel like this is where I'm supposed to be, and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I had no idea, when I graduated high school either, what the heck I was doing with my life. I followed my high school boyfriend to college and chose a marketing degree based off of Carbondale had a good business school, and I didn't like math, so I wasn't doing finance or accounting. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's so funny how these choices that I made, and they lead you to where you're at today. And I think mental health and that type of stuff is talked about a lot more, but you may be in these spots in your life where you break your ankle, where your life changes and it's not going in the direction that you want. And I think it's just important, like you said, just to just to hold on,
Sure.
and get through it, and better days are ahead. So everyone remember that. Better days are always ahead, no matter how bad it may seem at times. So, Tiff was a graduate of 2005, FCHS too. All the good people came from 2005. Let's be honest.
I think so.
We got Tyler from Save a Lot, right next door to Potts Family Pharmacy. He's a 2005 graduate too. So, shout out to class of 2005. If I could go back, I would slow down and enjoy that a lot more, and slow down and enjoy college a little bit more. What was the rush? We were all so ready to grow up and be adults, and I want to be back on my parents' insurance. To be honest. And, not have all the bills I have.
That's exactly what I was getting ready to say. You're having to pay for stuff on your own?
Yeah.
Gosh. That kind of bites. But
doesn't it give you like a whole new appreciation for your parents once you become parents yourself? I'm like, I am sorry I was a brat. Like, I'm sorry I didn't thank you for all the things you did for me. You guys are the real MVPs for sure. So, okay, you said Potts is coming up on 2 years, right? So when was your opening date?
We opened in August of 22.
Okay, August 22. Are we going to do a big celebration this August?
I don't know. We might.
We'll think about it.
We'll think about it.
So, Potts Family Pharmacy, I'm blanking on the address. I didn't write it down.
709 West Main Street.
Okay, 709 West Main, and it's located right beside Save a Lot here in Fairfield. It's a beautiful, renovated space. You guys, if you haven't been in there yet, you need to go check it out. It used to be the old deli, right?
It did.
Yeah. So think back to 2005, circa.
Yeah.
Right. The Beeler's Bilo Deli. What else was it?
It was
before?
IGA.
IGA. Yeah.
I don't know if Priceless had a deli or not.
I don't know.
didn't live here at that time.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that either. But anyways, the old deli is now Potts Family Pharmacy, and it's so nice. I actually have the old bell lights from the deli.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
bought them and spray painted them black and have them hanging up here at RJ on Main. So we got a little bit of history up here.
Well,
But
the bathroom up there, we didn't do a whole lot to it. So the original red, white, and pink tile that was on the wall.
Oh yeah.
Currently is still on the wall.
Oh
just
my gosh.
One, because I haven't had time to really do anything with it. But that.
It's a little homage to
the nostalgia is still there.
Retro was in.
It is in
So,
for sure.
But kind of go into that deli. So the pharmacy is the deli. My office in the break room was the bakery section.
Oh.
So when we were doing some of the renovating and doing some of the electrical and lighting, when we were up in the ceiling, you could still smell fried chicken. I kid you not, you could smell fried chicken when we were working up
And
there.
it's like, how long has it been since they made fried chicken in here?
And you could smell the yeast and the sugar in the dough when we were working up above my office.
Oh my gosh.
It was just in there.
It was ingrained.
It was.
It
was.
You can't get rid of that fryer
Yeah.
smell. So that's proof of it right there.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Did a big renovation. McBride Asset did a lot of the prep work, and then myself and my father-in-law did a lot of the the finish work and to make it look how it looks now.
It looks so nice. Like I said, it's just updated. It's very clean. It's like white and just very clean colors and clean cut, and it looks really good.
Well, thank you. The goal of it was to just make people feel comfortable.
Right.
You walk into a hospital or a doctor's office, or even the 3-liter competition that's across the street from me. It doesn't feel like you're walking into a personal place. It looks like you're walking into a retail store.
Yeah.
And we wanted people our service is going to be unmatched. Not knocking any employee at any of my competitors, because they're awesome people.
Right.
But they're, held back by the confines of their corporate structure and what they can and can't do and how much time they can spend on doing those things.
Yes.
We want to be able to connect with people and for people to feel comfortable coming in, and for people to bring their kids and not be like, oh my gosh, I got to get in and out because I got my kids. We want their kids to have fun in there. And
you give them suckers.
And you give them suckers.
And let them sit and climb on the chairs. And, you have 4 boys, so they're used to they're used to kids,
Right,
and you
right.
have energetic boys. They're used to kids, and I think that is a huge thing where I never feel rushed out of there when
Yeah.
I'm in there, and I'm like, I go in and I say, okay, Noah's symptoms are this, and he'll like, well, is his cough dry or is his cough wet? You know,
Right,
he
yeah.
asks these questions, and then he points out like the medicines he would recommend, you know, based off of what I'm telling him his symptoms are, and then goes a step above that, beyond that, and he's like, okay, well, here's this name brand you're going to pay $36 for, or here's this knockoff that is literally 1/4 of the price or whatever, and it's made with the same stuff. And that's huge for me. I mean, if your money isn't tight right now, I mean, good for you. But like right now is when we're feeling as a business
everything's going
owner,
up.
as a
Yeah.
family, you know,
Yeah.
we're feeling the COVID effects now. Everything is so expensive. And so to have literally a pharmacist that comes from the other side and says, here's what I would recommend, and I'm going to help you get it as cheap as possible. You know, that's huge.
Yeah, I know we've been in there a couple of times, and somebody had recommended something for us, and it'd be, $35, $40 or whatever. And Stephen looked at it and goes, yeah, if you put this with this, it's going to do the same thing, but it's $20 cheaper.
Right.
Absolutely. If you're buying a name brand, I mean, some people are name brand snobs, and if you are, I got
Nothing against you.
nothing against you
No.
at all. But you're wasting money. That's all
Yeah.
there is to it.
Yeah.
When there is a generic alternative, it's not like you can go buy. I don't know who makes Fruit Loops. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say brand.
You can, yeah. We're not that big yet.
Okay, cool. So, I don't know if it's like a name brand cereal, right?
Yeah.
You got name brand cereal, and then you got like the great value alternative.
Right.
And you can taste the difference. Like there is a
Right,
significant
yeah.
difference. But between brand name Allegra and my store brand Good Sense Fexofenadine, which is the generic name for Allegra, it's the exact same drug. Exact same drug, milligram
Probably
per milligram.
made in the exact same place.
A lot of times they are.
Isn't that
like
crazy?
The brand name manufacturers do manufacture a generic, put it in a different colored box, or not a different color box.
Yeah.
Usually it's the same color box. Put it in a different box with different names on it, but
Yeah.
the drug facts label are the exact same thing. So
That's crazy.
I'll sell you the name brand,
Right.
but I'm probably gonna snicker as you walk out the door because you just wasted money.
Right.
Like sure, go for it, but
Right.
there are only a handful of medications, whether it be prescription or non-prescription, that the brand versus generic are a little bit different.
Yeah.
And I can tell you which ones those
Right.
are if you ever come across those.
Yeah.
But there are so few that I could probably list them on my hands.
Yeah.
How many that it's actually a significant difference.
Wow.
So just like this is just PSA. Don't
Yeah.
buy brand name medications unless there are allergies to certain
Right.
ingredients. But again, those are going to be the one-offs and not those
Not-
are the abnormal instances.
So if my doctor sends in a prescription and it's for the name brand, I'm sure most of the time doctors prescribe the name brand.
Sure.
Do you automatically switch that
Always.
to?
Well, I shouldn't say always.
Right.
So there are
If
certain,
it's not the one-off ones.
There are certain instances. One, if there's not a generic available, obviously
Right.
you got to go with the
Right,
only
yeah.
product
Yeah.
that's out there. The doctors have the ability to put on their prescription. It's called dispense as written. So
Okay.
if they write
Yes.
for a brand name medication and put the specific wording dispense as written, then we have to go that
Right.
route. Now, sometimes doctors, they click the wrong box or
Yeah.
whatever.
Right.
Their plates are super full too, and clicking the wrong box happens
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
We make those calls. Like, hey doc, do you really want the brand name med, or can we go with the generic?
Because it's this big of a
Right.
difference for
Yeah.
your patient.
Right. So, and that's not just something we do. I mean, that's done across the board. Insurance companies,
Right.
if there's a generic out there, they're not going to pay for brand anyways.
Yeah.
But there are times where, that is the case. When we have that flexibility.
Yeah, I don't blame you, and I appreciate that as a, someone that uses
As a consumer,
prescriptions.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, even
sure.
even on our cash paying customers or people that have high deductibles that they're never going to reach their deductible, we have several wholesalers that we can buy medications from. We have our primary that we get the majority of our stuff from, but then we have some of our secondaries that we can get really, really good prices on generic drugs. So rather than getting them for an inflated cost, we'll go the most cost-effective route, and rather than let's say we've got drug X that the normal cash price for it's $25. If I get it from my wholesaler, $25 for the patient. If I can get that drug for cents, I'm not going to charge $25.
Right.
Like, I'm going to pass some of that savings on to the patient.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes it's way, way more significant.
Yeah.
Like, I saved a lady the other day, like $550.
Oh, my gosh.
Because the generic that some of my competitors were getting was hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I guess I saved her about $500. Was what the cash price that her...
And that's the difference of being able to pay your rent some months
Sure.
and not. Or, your mortgage.
And
or,
this lady was elderly, too, so she's already on a fixed income.
Oh, my gosh.
So, that was a game changer for her.
And that's something where sometimes elderly that are on fixed incomes, they can't get their prescription. They can't pay for it because they don't have that money. So to have a pharmacist that's going to think outside the box and look for other options and say, let's find a way to make this happen for you because obviously you need it. It's been prescribed to you. So that's, I appreciate you doing that and helping them. So you do accept all major insurances.
Yep.
You do accept Medicare, Medicaid, all of that. So hours, you're open Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30.
5:30.
What for anyone listening now? Monday we will be closing at
Solar
1 for the
eclipse.
solar eclipse.
Okay.
So we'll only be open from 8:30 to 1 that day.
Okay. Get your prescriptions filled this week if possible, or Monday
Absolutely.
before 1.
Yeah.
It's going to be chaos, I think, in town on Monday. So if you
Yep.
can fill it this week, that's one thing I've seen people recommend.
Yep.
Don't wait till
Stocking up
last
early.
minute.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
And get that bread and milk too.
Yep.
Hop in to save a lot.
Because you can make everything with
You
bread and
can.
milk.
You can.
You really
and
can.
eggs.
And
You
eggs.
got French toast all day long.
Wow,
well,
yeah.
that's the only thing I know how to make with bread, milk, and eggs. But
I literally don't know. Egg sandwich.
egg sandwich,
With a glass of milk.
With a glass of milk. There you go. Scrambled eggs. Egg toast.
Yeah, see? We got options.
Yeah.
You will not starve, okay? What else was I gonna ask? Oh, you kind of talked about this, like what sets you apart as a pharmacy. I mean, I think your customer service and how you go above and beyond for that. You do have, like we talked about, over-the-counter medication too, like all the vitamins, all of that type of stuff that you need.
And as far as our OTCs go, we're a smaller business.
Yeah.
We don't have the shelf space. We don't have the large footprint that our competitors have.
Right.
But just about any major OTC that anyone's wanting, if we don't have it in stock or have an equivalent in stock, we can have it the next day.
Yes.
So our wholesalers, we get, next day ordering on
That's
all
awesome.
of our stuff.
That's awesome.
And
I know where. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. You finish
No,
it.
I was just going to say, the majority of our OTCs, if we're not equal in price, we're less than.
Wow.
There are some that we can't match. Some.
Yeah.
My large competitor out west of town has a whole lot better buying power on some
they can
stuff.
buy in
Right.
huge bulk and
Right,
distribute
right.
within their company.
But a lot of times, as far as my competitor directly across the street from me, I can blow their OTC prices out of the water.
Right.
And a lot of people don't realize that because they think, okay, I'm going in here for my prescriptions, and they're
I'm just gonna grab
they're bigger,
this while
grab
I'm
this.
here.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking.
It's
It
expensive
really
over there.
is. It is.
What I was going to mention was your pain creams.
Mm-hmm.
You make those pain creams yourself.
We do. So it's got CBD and ibuprofen in it. Ibuprofen we all know is a great pain reliever and
Yes.
anti-inflammatory, and CBD there is phenomenal data on it as far as pain relief and anti-inflammatory properties. As far as people with kidney problems and ibuprofen, it doesn't actually get
Right.
absorbed into your body. So, it's not going to hit the kidney. And if it does, it's a very minimal amount. So it's not going to have a negative impact on their body. You put it on where it hurts. And I literally use it for everything. I try really, really hard not to be a salesman in my store because I know people hate salesmen for
Right.
the most part. Like, I rarely try and upsell people on stuff. I recommend stuff that I think's truly needed,
Right.
or would actually help. So my quote unquote sales pitch for my CBD ibuprofen cream is like, I try not to claim that it's a snake oil or anything like
Right.
that, but I literally use it for everything.
Everything.
We're talking like aches and pains, sunburns, bug bites,
Wow.
rashes. Like, it does a lot.
What about like menstrual cramps?
I've never
I
had
was
one
gonna
of those.
say,
I don't
has
know
Tiffany
if
used
it'll
it?
work.
I'm just thinking that would be surely it would
it's
work for that
possible.
too.
It's highly possible that it would.
You gave me a little sample. I didn't
Yep.
use it for that, but I.
It works.
Yeah, it does. It's amazing. It
Yep.
really is.
And
So.
the cream that's in it is actually a dermatologically tested cream that, I don't do very much compounding at all,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of like it would be good for a variety of different things. It's a very good moisturizer.
Yeah.
I have like a little jar of it next to my workstation, like when my hands get dry, rather than reaching for like, Neutrogena or whatever.
Right.
I'll just grab some of this cream and put it on, and it's got no scent to it, no
Yeah.
oily texture to it.
Right.
Like, it's
It's good
I should sell
stuff.
that by itself.
Right. Hey,
But-
business idea. Things come out on RJ on the air. I'm telling you.
That's what we do.
Yeah. I have two more things I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Steven's got to go before long, but one is drive-through.
Yes.
Drive-through. They have a drive-through. You can use it. We recommend you drive straight.
Yes. Actually, don't turn too sharp.
Don't turn right. Don't turn too sharp. I was there one day when a lady cut it a little close and
Yep.
kind of got a little hung up on.
And for
And that
sure,
wasn't-
don't turn left.
Yeah, don't turn left. I wouldn't recommend turning right either. Just go straight. But
Yep.
that's a nice little addition too. And
Yep.
that's happened. Did you open it like 6 months ago?
Yeah, it
Something
hadn't
like
been very
that.
long.
Yeah, so that's nice. The other one was I love the pill packs that you
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
And I think that needs to be talked about. I'll let you.
Yeah,
talk.
sure. So what it is it's called Dispill, and we have, for a 1 month fill, it would be 4 cards, and what it is it's got like morning, noon, evening, and bedtime slots for it, and then it's got 7 days worth on people are non-compliant with their meds is because they forget to.
Right.
So this is a great way, to kind of combat that and work around that for sure.
I think it's a great thing. Like you said, the people that need it, that are taking care of family members, it just helps you remember. Like my in-laws, I'm going to tell on them. But, all right, sorry. For some reason, we lost stream there for a second, but I think we're back. They have, like, things that they do.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, my father-in-law will eat breakfast in his chair, and then he'll set his plate on the side table. And don't take that, I pick it up and I go and put it in the sink. And he's like, don't do that, because that's my sign when I go and put that in the sink. Let's take my meds. And I was like, that's actually brilliant because, I'm 37 years old and I'm like, wait, did I take them already? Or did I, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like you think you're going to remember, but you don't. And the
Right.
more you have on your mind, and if you're a caregiver especially, you have all this on your mind. And then for your personal being, and then you're caring for someone else, and it's
Yep.
very important.
Sure.
Some of those prescriptions are life or death if you
Yep.
take them or not. So, I think that's a great added service that you have. It is 9:00.
Yeah.
You need to go.
Yep, I better take off. I got to get the store
Well,
going.
we appreciate you coming,
thank you.
Stephen.
Thank you,
Thanks for
Stephen.
having me. I
Get back
appreciate
and
it.
save
Yeah.
the world there at the
One day at a
Potts
time.
Family Pharmacy. Yes,
Will do.
exactly. All right.
Thanks,
Please,
guys.
please come back and see us.
Will
Yes.
do. Anytime.
Oh, I'm turning that off.
There's no better place to enjoy the once-in-a-lifetime solar eclipse than at the center of it all, Fairfield, Illinois. Join us for a fun-filled weekend leading up to the eclipse on April 8th, and it starts Friday, April 5th at 6 p.m. with live music at the Wayne County Fairgrounds featuring country sensation Little Texas.
I'm singing a lot of places.
Opening act will be Bo Tatum and the Dirt Devils. Ticket information available at SolarEclipseFairfield2024.com.
And we're back. Try to do a little restructuring of our slide here, so it may not be perfect, but it'll work. Right?
You're right.
Right. All right,
Right.
Mark. What do we got for weather this week?
Man, it's a beautiful day in Fairfield.
It's a beautiful day in Fairfield.
We're looking 74 today.
Ooh.
74 for the high. I mean, yesterday was just absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
It was a little humid during the day, but then as the day went along, that humid got away. Maybe some rain a little bit later today. Tomorrow, windy. Temp's going to get a little colder, though.
Okay.
46 the high tomorrow. 47 on Thursday, up to 51 on Friday. Saturday, 56 for the high. Rain maybe on Sunday, but Monday, partly sunny skies, 71
Okay.
for the eclipse.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I cannot believe it's going to be a high of 43. Is that what you said?
46 tomorrow.
46. That is crazy. It's beautiful
it's
out
just
there
nuts.
today. But it wasn't last night,
Well,
was
it's,
it?
oh man, this morning was
Little-
man. I saw several reports this morning down in the Gallatin County area around
Yeah.
Ridgeway of barns that were blown apart.
Oh, really?
One report that Route 1
Okay.
was closed because there had been a grain bin blown over the road.
Wow.
I know Carrier Mills does not have school today. They've got a bunch of trees down and power lines down.
Okay.
So, I mean, it was, saw some damage reports from over at the, right at 64 and 41 over by Evansville.
Yeah.
There was one of the hotels, one of the awnings fell.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, we really dodged a bullet this morning.
Yes, when I went out to take the dog out this morning, I was just kind of preparing myself to see trees down
I
and
did the
limbs
same
down
thing.
and stuff, and I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. So
I was preparing for rain and everything else and walked
Yeah.
out and it was like, oh, the sun's coming out. It is a beautiful day in Fairfield. You know?
we'll say it whether it is or not, but it was today. It is
Yeah.
today. I wanted to say real fast, today we were supposed to have a Bobcats baseball game on Bobcat Nation. That has been postponed due to weather, and it has been moved to next Tuesday, the 9th. So we do, as far as we know right now, still have a FCHS softball game at El Dorado. That'll be on Mule Nation at 4:30 p.m. Tomorrow we will have FCHS baseball and softball versus Sisney here in town, and it'll be streamed on Mule Nation, the baseball game on Mule Nation, the softball game on Bobcat Nation. Thursday, April 4th, we have FCHS baseball and softball again at home versus El Dorado. And those will be at 4:30. Baseball will be on Mule Nation and softball on Bobcat Nation. Saturday, April 6th, we have Bobcats baseball versus LTC on Bobcat Nation. So tune into those streams. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channels. We finally got our date set for the free La Fuente.
Yes.
I still have to call Danny and make sure we can all fit in there and, all that. But I'm excited to finally have a date to celebrate.
Coming up later this month, right?
Yeah, later this month. We're going to celebrate hitting 1,000 subscribers on Bobcat Nation, which is so exciting. All right, upcoming local events. We got a crazy week coming up.
It's going to be busy this week.
It's going to be a little bit busy. Starting on Thursday, April 5th, we're going to have Friday, April 5th, 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. Craft and Vendor Fair out at the Wayne County Fairgrounds in the Floral Hall. So the hours are posted there starting Friday, April 5th through Monday, April 8th. Go out and check out those local vendors. They have worked hard getting their crafts and stuff ready for you. And then head on over to the grandstands for Little Texas with Bo Tatum and the Dirt Devils. The Concert's going to start at 6 p.m., but the grandstands will open at 5. We'll give you time to get in, find your seats, go grab you some food from one of the amazing food trucks that we're having. Yummy.
Yeah.
And then grab you a beer or wine from the Elks beer tent and get set back down by 6:30 for Bo Tatum and the Dirt Devils. Tickets are still on sale. You can get those online at SolarEclipseFairfield2024.com, or you can stop by Carnaby Square, Fairfield Save a Lot, Wayne County Chamber, or All-Star Package in Sisney and
You can
grab
also
your
get 'em here, can't you?
tickets. You can. We have a few.
Okay.
We have a few left, but yeah, we'll find you some. We need to probably get more printed, but yeah, we've had a lot of interest this week wanting to get those last minute tickets. So we're excited.
We always talk about it. I mean,
Yeah.
we
It happens every time.
as a people as a whole,
Yeah.
we tend to procrastinate.
Right.
You
And
know?
I think we're all so busy anymore that, you do just wait till last minute because you're not sure what's going on
Yeah.
or what kid's going to have a sport event or, there's travel everything, travel volleyball, travel, baseball, softball. Do we have tournaments that weekend and that type of stuff? So, yeah, I think as a whole we just wait till last minute to purchase stuff like that anymore. So tickets are still available. I hope you'll join us. It'll be a fun night.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm excited. We have on April 6th, Saturday, Downtown Extravaganza. That's going to start at 11 a.m. At the parking lot on Delaware, the city parking lot, just east.
East of the post office.
Just east of the post office. I was right the first time. But it's going to be fun. We're going to have bubble machines and a dance party and chalk art and different games set up for the kids. There's going to be Touch-A-Truck at the Le Mans lot. I know we're going to have semis and tractors and a hearse from Johnson & Bond.
Not so much the traditional Touch-A-Truck type thing.
We're switching it up this time. We didn't want to utilize those emergency vehicles since we wanted to have them ready and on hand just in case, since we're going to have an influx of people. So yeah, we went a little rogue on this Touch-A-Truck. And if you don't know what Touch-A-Truck is, I will explain it. So you actually get to come up to the lot, walk around, check out these vehicles that you don't typically get to see or get close to. A lot of them you'll get to look inside or climb inside and sit and just kind of get a, up close and personal view of a semi, a tractor, like I said, a hearse, Typically you don't get to see something like that until it's too late.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be a hit. I really do. And then after that, we're going to have Connor Atterbury playing at Fusion.
5 to 7?
5 to 7. Go by and support him and Fusion. They're going to have a fun menu.
Connor is a really, really talented young man.
He is Fairfield local boy and does a great job. He's very, very excited. So go out and support him April 6th, 5 to 7 at Fusion. And then head over to the Fairfield Elks Lodge with Bo Tatum and the Dirt Devils. Free concert starting at 7. Special guest Lucas Tex will be opening for them. And I think they have a few more friends that are going to be playing some tunes. Like I said, that is a free concert. So go out and have some fun at the Fairfield Elks Lodge on April 6th at 7 p.m. Then we head into Sunday Fun Day at Leo French Park. That starts at 11 a.m. There will be a church service with Jason Mason at noon. We'll have the inflatables set up again. And there should be some different food vendors and things like that set up. We're going to do live
music. And I think
music.
most of those food vendors are nonprofit organizations, right?
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for. We haven't had as many sign up as we were hoping, but yeah, mostly nonprofits. And then we will do live music from 1 to 3, and Connor Atterbury will be playing that afternoon at 3, and then we'll do the Chuck-A-Duck at 5, and then the movie, we're going to show Wonka at
Wonka,
7:45. Thank you to the VPF for sponsoring that. There's a couple more dates left open also for signing up for Fairfield Summer Baseball, and those are this weekend, April 6th, 9 to noon, and April 7th, 12 to 3. Get out and get your kids signed up. If they are 4 to 15, they can play. Then we have the spring market also on April 6th at Blessed Blooms. Go out and support them as well. If you can't find something to do this weekend,
There's something wrong with
there's something wrong with you. I'll tell you that. So it'll be a fun weekend in Fairfield. I'm really, really looking forward to it.
And of course, the big day is Monday.
Big day's Monday. I forgot to mention too, this Thursday, April 4th, Ken Harris will be at the Fairfield Public Library, and he'll be doing a presentation on that solar eclipse and talking about safety and like where he's going to be set up at the college, and just some more solar eclipse information. So go and check him out on Thursday, April 4th, and that is at 5 p.m. at the Fairfield Public Library.
I am really looking forward to Friday morning when Ken's going to be here.
Yes,
I
so
was
then-
talking to a good friend of ours, Mary Smith, last
Yeah.
night, and she said she took an astronomy class with Ken several years ago.
Yeah.
Just absolutely loved it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
knowledgeable.
Yes, he is very, very smart, and he's quite funny too. So I'm excited to have him on the broadcast on Friday morning. So then on Monday, like Mark was saying, we have the solar eclipse. It's actually going to be happening that afternoon.
We're going to keep you in the dark about that, though.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Samantha Vaughn said she loved her astronomy classes with Ken. He actually gave extra credit to his class to come to the presentation last night with Michelle.
Now, she also brought some moon rocks, is that
There
right?
were moon rocks there. By the
Okay.
time I got equipment packed up and got out there, he was packing them up, so I didn't get to see or touch them. But it was really cool
didn't
that
get
they
a
brought
sample or
those.
anything?
No,
No,
yeah, I
okay.
was hoping they'd send some home with us. But still, it was a really cool presentation. And like I said, go back and watch it if you haven't watched it yet. She told a cool story about being down at the Saluki Stadium during the solar eclipse in 2017 and the effects of it was a hot day anyways, and you have all these hot people in there, and they were all together celebrating this exciting event, and they created clouds. There was a cloud coverage that started right before the solar eclipse totality, and went away right after totality. But they said that combination of
Wow.
having all these hot people in a hot environment.
I have read that temps can drop almost 20 degrees
Yes.
when we see total darkness.
Yep. So the temp, they were loving that because it was like 100. I think she
Yeah.
was like 116 in that stadium, and then the cool weather or the temp dropped, and it created the clouds from their hot, steamy group of people. So. Anyways, go back and watch that. It's on RJ on the Air in the archives. So, but yeah, if you do watch the solar eclipse and you look through binoculars or you look through a telescope, that's one thing they really focused on last night. You're not going to be able to pull your eyes away fast enough when totality ends. So they recommend you set a timer. So when
Right.
totality starts, it's supposed to be 4 minutes or whatever.
4:27, something like that.
They said set your timer for 3 minutes. 3 minutes, don't even try to get to 4. There's going to be a little bit of a variance. There could be, plus or minus 5 seconds, whatever. But they said to set it for about 3, and then just put your binoculars away, put your telescope away, and just really just look at it with your naked eye and enjoy the experience. Because if you look for 1 second, you're going to blind
It
yourself.
will be the last thing you ever see.
Yes, you're going to blind yourself. And it's a serious deal. So that was their recommendation. But all right, let's go into local birthdays and anniversaries. Happy birthday yesterday
Do we gotta sing a song?
No,
It's your
we don't.
birthday, it's your birthday, it's your
Gonna
birthday.
party
And
like
a dance.
it's your birthday.
We got to do a dance too. Right? Yeah.
Rita Odie, no
Yeah.
joke. April 1st. Ken had set her up a Facebook profile and accidentally put the wrong date on there. So it was not March 31st.
Uh-oh.
That was the joke, I guess. It is on April 1st. Happy birthday to Rita. Happy birthday April 3rd tomorrow to TJ Vaughn, Ellen Hawkins Leg, Jesse Vaughn out of Vaughn Tire, Doug Bone, Alyssa Hoffman, and Amy Vaughn. Happy birthday to you guys. On Thursday, April 4th, happy birthday to Teresa Land down at Le Mans. Happy birthday, April 5th, to Mike Sullivan and my compound neighbor, Jamie Hodges. Happy birthday, Jamie. On Saturday, April 6th, happy birthday to Levi Fenton. And on April 7th, happy birthday, Kathy Book, Denise Krybeeler, Meredith Richards, Shelley Vaughn, and Rachel Schooneman-Barra. Happy birthday to you guys. So, question of the day. What do you look for in a pharmacy or pharmacist?
Personal attention.
Yes.
And that's what you get at Potts Family Farm. It's so nice
Yeah.
to walk in there and it's, hey, Mark. You know,
Right.
You
Call
know, or,
you
hey,
by
Claire, or hey,
name.
Tina, you know, or
And that's one thing we didn't
Yeah.
mention when he was here is they, that's one of their marketing things. Like,
Yeah.
you're not just a number at Potts Family Pharmacy.
You're part of their family.
You're part of their family. And they do, they'll call you by name and they just, I don't know, you feel cared for. You feel cared for there. So I like I said, I like that I can go in and be like, okay, we're sick again. Here's what our symptoms are. I'll ask them, like, do you think we need to go to the doctor? Do you think it's viral?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
9.999 times out of 10, he hits it right on the the nail right on the head.
Right. Yes, he is. He does a great job. Crystal Vaughn says, number one, if they take my insurance, that is important.
Yeah.
All major insurance is accepted at Potts Family Pharmacy. And she likes it to be easy in, easy out, love a drive up. I agree.
All of those boxes are checked off.
Yeah. And then Judy Molinek says, knowledge and helpfulness from the pharmacist, and then good customer service from the pharmacy staff. Once again,
Check them boxes off, too.
check. They do a wonderful job. So go and check out Potts Family Pharmacy if you have not checked it out yet. Just pop in and say hi even. See, they have a few, what do you call it, vendors in there as well. So
Yeah.
Lois Cooper at Desires of Your Heart Wellness, she has some of her herbal remedies set there, and then they have a couple others too. So anyways, go in, check it out, and support a local business. We're so thankful to have Stephen and Tiffany back in Fairfield and doing what they love and what they feel called to do. So we're lucky to have them. All right, Mark, it's just going to be me on trivia today.
All right. Well, before we get there, you know today is National Peanut Butter and Jelly Day.
Peanut butter jelly.
Uh-huh. It is also, and this one just reached out and slapped me.
Okay.
It's National Ride Your Horse to a Bar Day.
Oh.
So,
I hope I see some horsies out at JW Saloon later when I drive by. That's
all right.
awesome.
I kind of have a hodgepodge of trivia for you.
Okay.
I did this trivia before I knew that Stephen had to leave at 9. So there are a couple of pharmacy type questions on here. So,
That's all right. We'll
you
see.
know,
We'll see what my knowledge is.
a lot of them have to do with the month of April.
Okay.
All right. Number 1, what is the birthstone of the month of April?
Birthstone of the month of April. Is it ruby?
It is not ruby.
Oh, what is it? Oh, diamond.
It is diamonds. Yep. All right. Finish this line for me.
Okay.
April showers bring.
Mayflowers.
Okay. There you go. All right. Number 3. What uniform number do all players in Major League Baseball wear each April 15th to honor Jackie Robinson?
42.
How did you know that?
I got it.
All right.
Isn't that what his movie was called?
Yes. Yes.
I was gonna.
Well,
get there.
actually, there's
a
been
couple.
several movies.
Right.
I think one was the Jackie Robinson story,
Yeah.
and then 42.
42, yeah.
That. All right, number 4. Which fast food company sold a hamburger-scented perfume called Flame Grilled Fragrance in Japan for one day on April 1st, 2015?
Burger King.
Yep, to celebrate Whopper Day.
I love it, first of all. And second of all, just to talk on that for a second, Fusion, did you happen to get any of their avocado toast yesterday?
I did not.
On April Fool's? Landon brought me one. Let me just say it was a little sweeter than it typically is.
Really?
They made fake avocado toast. It was carrot cake with green avocado-looking icing smeared on top, and then like a little bit of like a foam, white foam, and then a butterscotch in the middle, like the egg, the over easy egg. It was beautiful, and it looked like avocado toast, but it was the sweetest, most delicious little carrot cake.
There's nothing better than carrot cake.
I love me some carrot cake. So thank you for Landon for the April Fool's joke.
Right.
It did get me at first. And I took a bite and I was like, what is happening? What is happening in my mouth?
More from 2015 for you.
All right.
Cottonelle jokingly announced the introduction of a product catering to left-handed people. What was the project? Or product?
Was it left-handed toilet paper?
It was.
That's hilarious.
All right. All right. What day in April is the day you have to have your taxes filed by?
15th?
Yeah, it is the 15th. All right. Now a couple of pharmacy questions for you. Okay. John Pemberton invented Coca-Cola as a cure for most common ailments. What was his profession?
What was it?
Yeah, what was his job?
I don't know. I wasn't listening to the question. I got distracted by a text message.
He was a pharmacist.
Okay, well, there.
Yeah. All right. Which vitamin is commonly found in citrus fruits?
Vitamin C.
Uh-huh. Are you a Cardinals fan?
I am.
Okay, well, the next few questions.
Okay.
Because I knew
Steven
Steven was a
was,
baseball
yeah.
guy. All right. What Cardinal first baseman was known as Big Mac?
Oh, Mark McGuire.
Which retired Cardinal wore number 1? Also known as the Wizard.
Number 1. Oh, Ozzy. No. Ozzy?
Yeah, Ozzy.
Ozzy, okay.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
We'll take that. Ironically, he was traded from San Diego for a player that also wore number 1.
Oh,
for the
really?
Cardinals. Yeah, Gary Templeton.
What's Ozzy's last name? Why am I blinking?
Smith.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ozzy Smith.
All right, what Cardinal player was nicknamed the Man?
Oh, the Man. Pujols? I don't know.
Stan
the Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pujols, I think, was the Machine.
Yeah.
All right, and here's a gimme for you.
Okay.
Where do the Cardinals play?
Bush Stadium?
Yeah.
Is it still called that?
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. It's Bush.
Bush 2.
3.
3?
No, I think it's 3.
It's a beautiful stadium. And
Oh
man,
my
I love
gosh.
Ballpark Village. And
Oh man.
It's
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. My husband's a Cubbies fan, so and I appreciate Wrigley Field too. I love the nostalgia of Wrigley, and I love seeing a Cubbies win up there. They all stay and sing "Go Cubs Go," and it's a cool environment.
One year, I was able to purchase tickets for a Cardinals Cup series at Busch Stadium.
Oh,
too.
how cool!
Okay. I had a chance to purchase 20 of them
Whoa!
for like, I don't know, $4 a piece.
Yeah.
You know? So I took all my friends.
Yeah.
We were second row from the top of Busch Stadium.
They were $4. What'd you expect?
We told the guy, the guy that runs around with the drinks and everything, we said, every one of us gave him a $20 bill and said, hey, man, you come to us first.
Yeah, keep us stuck.
Everybody was like, hey.
Going
every time
to my-
he
I mean, if 20 of you gave him $20, that was a good tip per
10 couples.
But
So,
still, though.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good money right there.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Oh, that's so fun. I love it.
Cardinals Cubs series are so much fun. And,
Yeah.
I'm a Cardinals fan, but if you go to Wrigley Field, you're a Cubs fan.
Yeah, you
I
have
mean,
to be.
You're not the fact that,
Right.
you may get beat up
Right.
if you're not the Cub fan. But
Right.
you go to Wrigley Field, it just feels right to be a Cubs fan
It
while you're
does.
there.
And it's just like when you travel. You want to experience the culture, right? Be a part of the culture when
Yeah.
you go somewhere new. And just, you don't have to wear the Cubs jersey if
Yeah.
you're a Cardinals fan, but just be a part of it and enjoy it. And
Speaking of
so fun.
of enjoying the culture,
Yeah.
we were. I noticed you got your Eclipse shirt on today,
Yeah. Let me see if I can.
but
These
every place you go has an Eclipse shirt design. We were down at Shawnee over the weekend, and because we thought, there's better not go this coming weekend, so we went last weekend.
Yes.
And we go to the Garden of the Gods Outpost, and they've got an Eclipse T-shirt
Yeah.
of a Sasquatch wearing Eclipse glasses.
I love it. I love it. Everyone has Eclipse shirts right now, but they're so creative.
I have seen probably a half dozen designs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Me too. Me too. They had one from Adler Planetarium. They wore one, and why not try to capitalize on it and commemorate the events we have the T-shirts. These are available at Wayne County Chamber
In every color.
In every color of the rainbow. Every single Wayne County student got sent home or is getting sent home one of these, thanks to the rec committee and local donors, local sponsors. And they're all every Wayne County kid's getting a pair of sunglasses as well. But we've also done mugs, coffee mugs, which you can grab some at Black's up here.
Postcards.
Yep, we got postcards. You can grab them at Black's, RJ Main, Wayne County Chamber. And then we also have an Etsy shop. We have all sorts of cool cups and bottle openers, shot glasses, anything that we could think of that people typically collect.
Yeah, Huggies.
Yeah.
Even the insulated mugs.
Yeah.
Got some of those too.
Yep, the tumblers, and Control Plus A Designs. Angelina Batiste, she's done a lot of those, and she did some custom orders, put people's actual names, engraved them on there for them. So anyways, get a hold of us if you need any solar eclipse merch. But that is all the time we have for today. So thank you again for joining us. We hope that you will join us this weekend and partake in all the fun that we have going on with the city of Fairfield for our solar eclipse weekend. Get those tickets for Little Texas and Bo Tatum and the Dirt Devils. Get them online. You can find out more on SolarEclipseFairfield2024.com or on Facebook, Solar Eclipse Fairfield IL. We will see you Friday morning with a special guest, Ken Harris.
Yes.
It will be a great podcast, very informative, very entertaining, I'm sure, knowing Ken. So be sure and join us on Friday morning at 8:30 a.m.
Thanks for joining us, and, make it a beautiful day in Fairfield.
It is a beautiful day in Fairfield. We will see you all on Friday. Have a great week.